know what is up today. It's a nice snowy day in Vermont. Could be a little bit better. But today we're going to start the repairs on the burnt Polaris IQ. So yeah, let's get in here and see what she's all about. Alright guys, so here she is in her prime. Has some leaves caked on there from it sitting outside. Engine bay's a little bit dirty. Some leaves built up over here. So I did grab my vacuum trash bag there. Let's look at that all cleaned up. See here, this is the burnt plastic. There's a little bit of damage there. Get it to focus a little better. Yeah, so Jeremy does have a new one of these plastics. He just got picked up from a buddy of his, but yeah, so I guess today we'll take this off because no really point of it being on there. We gotta pull the recoil off this side, get all this crap cleaned off. I did get this, so as you'll see in the previous video, this thing was seized up, but now she's just free as an eagle. So yeah, I guess let's just get into it. Alright guys, so since I knew this motor was seized up because it had bad gas, this gas cap is missing the plastic cap that goes on here. So water's definitely just leaking in there all summer, and then in the winter it definitely froze up. So since I know this was frozen because it had water in it, I'm going to be pulling the gas tank off. So right now I'm going to pull this plastic. It's already loose, so I'm just going to pull the choke cable, take these bolts out, and that plastic will come off. So once we get all that off, probably have to pull the seat, then get the tank out, and then I'm also going to pull the carburetors. They're down in here. It's a little dark, but carburetors are down there. They're just some Makunis. Those are rather easy to work on, but I'm going to work on getting all that pulled so I get those cleaned up nice and new. So yeah, let's get a time lapse going. Alright guys, now that we got the tank off and all drained, I'm going to start pulling the carburetors. Hopefully I can get it done today. I've already talked to my buddy who owns a local shop. He said he'd take them in and clean them for me for 20 bucks, so I'll try to get those off into him today. So let's get after it. Alright guys, we just got the carburetors off. See, we have a nice hole back there. So here's the carburetors. Thankfully, You know, these are just pretty basic Mikuni carburetors. They're super easy to work on. You just have, you know, there's a drain line here, the vent line, your oil feed goes in here, and then your feed lines here. So oil, gas feed, drain, vent. So to clean one of these things, I'll get more in-depth video with Sam. So what we're gonna do when we get there, we're gonna pull the bowl off, you know, clean all the gunk out of there, probably pull the needle valve out, clean all that up, make sure there's no gunk in there, blow out the lines, and as you guys saw on this, no, it's this one, when we pulled it out, the big old cloud of dust came flying out of that hole. You can see it actually if I can get it. Right here, if my camera will focus. Alright guys, see all that gunk on there? You can see all that white stuff. That's all dried up garbage, so I know these carburetors are gonna be dirty for sure. So yeah, I think I have a little bit extra time, so I'm gonna pull the recoil off real quick, and that's all the bases for everything that needs to be repaired on this sled. So once we get that off, I'm waiting for my Cobra pull cord to come in. So once that gets here, I'll be able to put it all back together and ride this thing. So yeah, let's get after that recoil. So far, you guys did not get on camera. I just pulled the exhaust chamber off right here. And then when I pulled it off the engine, you know, not like the greatest conditions, but we can make it work. A ton of just rusty water came out. So, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of it is the exhaust pipe. I don't know how bad inside the motor is. It's hard to get a view down in there. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get some oil. I'm gonna pour it in the cylinders, plug up the exhaust, just let a bunch of oil sit in there. I may end up ordering a new chamber for the exhaust because that's pretty bad. But yeah, just so much stuff came out of there. So I don't think the motor's hurt at all. Hopefully not. It turns over fine now. But it definitely confirms the theory that there's water in the gas. So we know for a fact there's a lot of water in it. So yeah, anyway, let's finish up getting this exhaust off. Get that pull cord off. It's in here. It's not the most fun job I've done, but let's get after it. Found some more leaves. Better get that all cleaned out. We know what happened last time. There's a bunch of leaves in there. Alright guys, we got this piece all off. So now we just gotta pull this bar, take this bar off, pull that off, and get to the clutch. Fortunately, my camera is gonna die, so I'm just gonna get some quick shots of me snapping those free and pulling them out. Ooh. Assist. Alright guys, we got the recoil all off. Here it is. There's still like a nice little burnt piece of string in here for when it caught on fire. Get the camera to focus. Anyway, it's pretty charred. It doesn't, oh, hear that. Snowmobile pull cord ASMR. Anyway, so there's also a pretty good mouse nest around the flywheel. So I'm going to, well actually, so I gotta head to work right now, but tomorrow I'll glove up, clean this all up, get all of this cleaned out, all that cleaned out. But yeah, so pick up this video when I get to Sam's shop and we'll work on the carburetors. Hey, what's up guys? I really hope you liked the video. This is a couple days later. I ended up going to Sam's. He ended up being busy, so I ended up cleaning the carburetors myself. That'll be in the next video. But I hope you guys liked this one. Please let me know. Leave a comment. Maybe think about subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.